I'm just going to call this meeting of the planning board to order. Our first order of business is we're going to approve minutes from our previous meeting, July 1st. I was not there, so I will be abstaining from this vote. Would anybody like to make a motion to approve the minutes?
And
Yes, sir.
and will we approve the minutes?
Do I have a second? Do I have everyone in favor? I'm going to abstain. Thank you. Okay. Our next order of business is the chair report. This is admin actions taken with the meetings. I did not do any of those since the last meeting, so I have nothing to report out for the minutes. And we'll move on to our first order of business, which would be Mendon Acres. Previously, we had spoken with Mr. Osofsky, and we'd asked for a couple of things. Mr. Osofsky, if you'd like to come on up, please join us. Love to have you. So on June 17th, we tabled this pending some site plan changes and some additions. And I believe we had three major things. It was the final bar dimensions, the setback from the property line, entrance locations, and I think there was some issues with parking. And there was a question about the utilities and where those were going to come. Did anybody else, did I miss anything from that, from the board? Okay. So, sir, were you able to make those changes?
Submitted some of those to Brooke. Some of those are forwarded along.
They were, I have, believe, or did have. I've seen the site plan. It is not, I don't think it's amongst these papers that I have right here, but I did see it. Did everybody on the planning board have an opportunity to review Mr. Osofsky's updated site plan?
Mm-hmm.
Did anybody have any questions for him at this time?
No.
Okay. Do we have to have any discussion, or are we all satisfied with the updated plan?
I'm satisfied.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
I think it looks lovely.
I'm good.
Okay.
I see that you added all the information that we asked for, so I appreciate that. Just for the record, I think I'd like to say that I still wish it was a more scalable drawing, but it's pretty close. Not like it's way off, but that's all I wanted to mention.
Thank you. I think at this time, we're going to open it up to public comment. If anybody in the audience has anything to say about this application under the jurisdiction of the planning board, please speak up. Hearing nothing, I will move on. I believe that we are at the, when we can vote on it, right?
Yeah, we have a draft resolution with some blanks in there that the board's gonna fill in. I can kind of run you through it if you want.
Please.
Okay, so the one is, what's the square footage of the barn? It was kind of in play. What do we decide on? Yeah, floor square footage.
So. the map, right?
Yep.
1664.
And
32 by 52.
Yep. Okay, and is the purpose to support the use by increasing storage capability by shifting the retail space and allowing for more storage? Is that accurate? Okay. So I'll fill those in that way. It's within an ag district. Is that confirmed? Okay. All right, going down. Retail space is being shifted from one building to the new one, right?
Correct.
Okay. Okay, I'm making that update or just confirming it in the resolution. Running through. Okay, one condition we had in there that I'm assuming you want to keep is the one about living quarters being compliant with building and fire code.
It is part of the Hagan Markets law also that they can have a residence for workers.
But we're okay with the condition though?
Yeah.
Okay. We had a condition there about utilities, any districting that might be required needs to be to the satisfaction of the town board, which is the utility districting body. And then any easements, that would be condition 5. Would need to be provided in connection with any districting. And then the last one was that the engineer should confirm that the proposal doesn't encroach on any wetlands impermissibly. I don't know if we had anything else. Otherwise, the resolution, I think, generally remains the same. So if somebody is comfortable moving that as revised.
All in favor? Aye. Anyone opposed? Okay, thank you. Thanks, thank you, sir. Thank you for your investment in Mendon. Appreciate it. All right, we are gonna move on to Mr. Giancurcio. Mr. Kutchman is here on behalf of Mr. Giancurcio. Please come up. Yeah, have a seat. Did I pronounce your name? Mr. Cook? I'm sorry about that. That's all right. We'll be the first. Do you want to walk us through
Yeah, sure.
what's going on? Thank you.
We've got a couple full-size sets here, if anyone wants to follow along with us.
Oh, good. Brooke is really good. This is just the insurance policy.
Yes.
All right.
So the applicant's
Yeah.
proposing
Thank you.
to
Perfect.
essentially demolish all existing primary and secondary accessory structures parcel. And reconstruct a 2-story building with a walkout garage, so a basement level garage. So there's moderate grading between the finished floor elevation and basement elevation with a terrace backyard with retaining walls. One relocated entrance off of the DOT right away. To a relocated location that has enhanced site distances. I don't know if you guys have been to the site, but pulling out of the existing driveway. The site distance isn't optimal. It's hard to see traffic coming and going. So the applicant's gonna be reinvesting in this property, not only the residents, but also safer access to the dwelling. All the hardwood trees in the front yard are gonna be preserved. And the applicant is, really has a vision of creating this meandering driveway that threads the needle through the hardwoods. So it's really gonna maintain that roadside frontage, especially with the trees. And the site has a septic system that was installed 2 years ago, so it's a relatively newer, moderate septic system. It's a proprietary system. The installer came out this year and inspected it. We have a certification from the installer indicating that it's in good, well-maintained condition. So we're gonna utilize the leach field in the front yard, the existing leach field. We're gonna run a new line from a new septic tank, so there'll be a series of septic tanks, which only enhances wastewater treatment, since like wastewater treatment. And it'll be a benefit to the site budget as well, of course. It's on a well, so we're gonna reroute the water line going to the existing well shed. If needed, the applicant will install a new well and obtain a contractor, a well driller. At his expense, should the demand require it. But the current plan is to tie into the existing well with a new water line. We've made contact with the health department to validate our approach with the septic system. I know that was one of the questions the code enforcement officer had. We've also made contact through the Glenville County Department of Planning Department. I can't remember what that acronym stands for. We did receive comments from the DOT. We've addressed all of their comments. We've gone through the CEO's comments. I've got a working draft prepared. The one thing that I want to note here is the CEO noted that this proposed horse stable barn adjacent to the lot line is It's gonna be too close. They require a 100-foot setback for less than 5 animals. Greater than 5 animals, it's 150 feet. So what we're gonna propose doing is just eliminating the stable and barn from the application as we see it now. And yeah, you know, the owner is gonna come back next year. They really want to just focus on the house right now and worry about the barn later. So the next iteration of plans, this will just be eliminated from.
I think one of the things just you can tell your client is that we're looking at this as being in the front yard and that I think that requires a variance.
A variance.
Yeah, so just FYI in the future.
Yeah,